Welcome, my dear guests. My name is Vlad Shadow King, and today I would like to talk about a serious subject. Recently, I heard some news about some specific person that passed away. I won't give you any details. I know probably I'm in no matter to talk about this subject. I am no expert, but I think it's very important to do this. If there is any chance, I know not almost no one watches my vlogs. I know they are boring and you're not interested in seeing me uh, vlogging, but I think this subject is really important. If you Yes, I think the title will be something about suicide. So yes, today, actually tonight, I will talk about suicide. I I really hope I spelled it right. Anyway, so yes, I heard some sad news recently, and I thought that there is by any chance, the slightest chance, that someone would watch my video and either has this kind of thoughts or knows someone in this situation, maybe I will be able to help them somehow. I don't know, probably I'm just deceiving myself, but if there is the slightest chance, I will take it. So, yes, I'm not an expert in depression or anything like that. I am not an expert in suicidal thoughts. I can't actually give you any advice coming from an expert, but at least I can tell you my story, and in the same time to I can try to help you in my own way as much as I can. So yes, the thing is that even if life seems really sad, even if your situation looks helpless and it looks like you can't do anything else, you only lose when you give up. In this world, in order to have success, you have to know how to use your resources. Everyone has their own resources, and if you know how to use them, you can succeed in whatever you want. I don't want to hear any of you saying, well, I don't know how to use my resources or I can't do this, because that's wrong. This means you are giving up, and this is the worst thing you can do. Let me tell you some a story about my life. The thing is that one of my greatest talents is that no matter how much I rise, I always fall. I always fall worse and worse and worse. But I always rise again. The thing is that, first of all, I never liked swearing or uh, sports or something like that. So I was bullied a lot. I know that also bullying can give birth to this kind of thoughts. So first of all, I will try to talk about this. If you are at school, primary school or high school or whatever, wherever you are, ignore bullies. Who cares about them? Seriously, those bullies. Let's see. They tried to hang me. Well, not really like uh, tying a rope to uh, tying a rope and then putting it around my neck, but quite similar. They found a scarf, yes, a scarf, and they just put it around my neck and tried to asphyxiate me. Why? Just for fun. They also tried to make me fall downstairs. Again, just for fun. I always, I was always able to remain on my legs and never fall like they tried. I think they actually wanted to scare me, just that, but anything could happen. Also, they were always laughing at me. They would always make fun of me. I told my teacher all of these things happened in the primary school. I told these things to my teachers, but no one did anything because world is not fair. I know that. I know that sometimes you may try to talk to someone seeking help and that person won't help because it happens. Just life. I know that life isn't fair at all, but the important thing is to is that no matter how uh, great was your fall, you always have to rise again. You always have to rise again and try again. Ignore all those pathetic fools that are making fun of you. They're just bullies. They're pathetic. Their, their skulls are empty. Trust me, I know it. What you must do is to be proud of who you are. No matter what happens, everything has its own purpose. there is no point in giving up just like that. Each time you fall, you have to rise and try again, because you can do anything you want if you try. I, as I told you, I wasn't interested in sports at all, so I couldn't fight with those bullies. My only weapons were my words, but not swears. I do not like swears. That's another reason why I was worried. My vocabulary was more. I'm not sure of the term. Of the word. I I was more polite, and I still prefer to be polite to those around me, because that's important. But for that, I was bullied a lot. I had no way to protect myself except just, first of all, trying to ignore them. They are fools, and why would you care about fools? But again, I know what you're thinking. It's not easy to ignore them. I know it. Those fools are like parasites. When they get you, they won't let you out until you snap. And they just laugh then. They just laugh. Let me tell you another story about how I was able to protect myself by the power of words. With the power of words. In the first grade, there was a bully that would steal everyone's, how was it called? Not dinner, lunch. You know how it is at school when you come to school with your uh, lunch box. Well, we didn't have lunch boxes, but that's not the idea. And since I always had sweets in my lunchbox, he would come and try to take and force me to give him my lunch. Well, I couldn't fight back until one day when I discovered something, and I ignored that incident until high school, where I realized what I could do. I remember that, and I realized how I could prevent bullies at high school. Well, how could I avoid people bullying me? The thing is that that guy, one day, that guy came to me and again told me to give him the sweets in my lunch box. So, what I did, I told him a story I made up in that very moment about spiders, white spiders that hide in walls, inside walls. They like sugar, and they especially like sugar when it's in the blood of children. Well, actually, not only in the blood of children, in human blood, but since children eat more sweets than adults, of course these spiders are more attracted to children. And those spiders would hunt them. Anyway, the thing is, I won't go into more details since I don't remember the entire story I told him in that moment, and I was only like 5 or 6 years old. I have no idea where those ideas came from, but I am glad they did, because he was terrified. He was just hiding. He ran away and hid into a corner, just trembling until another fool told him that it was all a lie. And he started bullying me again. Because that fool couldn't understand that I finally protected myself. Anyway, I didn't realize in that moment that I could protect myself with stories and things like that. But the thing is that in order to defeat a bully, I really hope I spell it right. Anyway, in order to defeat them, you have to show them that you're not afraid and that you can be even worse, but without doing anything bad to them. Now, remember, don't do anything bad to them. Bad to them. There is no need to violence or swears or something like that. But you have to show them that you're not afraid of them. Anyway, so yes, I came almost every day home complaining about those fools that would bully me, about those pathetic parasites that made me suffer. But by complaining about them was another way to relieve stress. I was also hitting pillows again to relieve stress. I know uh, again now I will talk only about high school life and school life and things like that. I will go a bit later to the other kind of suicidal thoughts, possible suicidal thoughts. Anyway, the thing is that, well, I never experienced suicidal thoughts, but I know that some people may do. And that's why I wanted to start this subject, just because I never experienced this. It doesn't mean I can't, well, not fully understand it, because those are your feelings. No one can truly understand them, but you. You have to fight with them. You have to understand them and accept them. But also, You have to control them and to control yourself. Anyway, so you don't have to listen to those bullies that say, ah, you're ugly, you're fat, or you're boring, weak, or things like that. You don't have to listen to their opinion, because their opinion actually doesn't matter. They're just fools trying to torment you for their own fun, and they're just amateurs. Seriously, they can't even torment you with medieval torture devices or even modern torture devices. Anyway, they're amateurs. They just try to mess with your mind because they are fools. They are pathetic. They are pitiful. And by tormenting others, they feel stronger. Well, that's actually normal. But you don't have to listen to them. Just because they say you are fat or ugly or something like that, don't listen to them. Especially if you are in high school or primary school or something like that. Because our bodies change and our bodies always change. So if you are short or fat or ugly after their standards, because short, fat, or ugly and stuff like this doesn't really exist. I will talk about this. I'll get there immediately. So even if now you are not Mr. or Mrs. Popularity or beauty, later you may be the beautiful one, and they may be just some ugly fat guy that works in a, I don't know, with a job they don't even like, or something like that. And you may get to have the best job in the world or something like that. Mm, sorry, I had some problems with antivirus again. Anyway, so yes, about beauty. Beauty doesn't really exist. Or normal. One of my flashlights is dying. Anyway, beauty doesn't. The idea of beauty is fake. It's determined only by our own standards. And who actually says what truly means beautiful? Tell me, because I can't understand it. Everything has its own beauty. Let's think about this. Beauty, beautiful, is about normality. Our point, it's all about their point of view. That definitely is wrong. Let's think about this. We are humans live in sunlight, if I can say it like this. We live at the surface, but there are also creatures that never saw sunlight. They live in the darkness. And of course, they look they look very different from us. And we think they're ugly only because they are different. But actually, it's all just about the environment we each developed in. We that live in the sunlight see those that live in the darkness as being ugly. And most probably, if those creatures could talk, they would also consider us, anyway, they would consider us ugly. It's all about the environment. So, when you call someone fat, ugly, short, or anything, think about the fact that you are telling a lie, because there is no such thing as true beauty. Beauty is all about our point of view. So yes, you your girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever can be beautiful. Probably is, because it's all about the way you see things. But still, don't insult someone by calling them ugly, because then, in that moment, you are lying. If you call someone beautiful, you are saying the truth. But if you call them ugly, just referring to their exterior, their pathetic mortal shell, then you are lying. You are just lying. And you just showed how blind you truly are. Anyway, now about suicidal thoughts in later in your life. The thing is that you may say, nothing I do matters. No one cares about me, everything I do is pointless, or something like that. Well, that's again wrong. Everything we do affects those around us. Even if it's a small thing, that small thing can affect someone uh, that's beside us. So that small thing can affect the people around you. And for example, let's say you are angry. Your negative energy is transmitted to those around you, and from those around you to those around them. And then, if that negative energy gets to someone who already collected, learn how to speak, who collected enough negative energy, they could snap and then murder everyone around them. It's just an example. It could happen. The thing is that even if we say that we can't do anything right, that we're useless and no one cares about us. I kinda thought about this stuff. Yeah, I kinda think about this sometimes. This is again just a lie. Anything we do matter. And it's all about our own resources. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking only about money. Yes, money represents a resource, but not the only resource in the world. Knowledge, patience, everything is some kind of resource. We only have to learn how to use our own environment, our own resources in our advantage in order not only to survive, but in order to succeed in whatever we want to do. Because you see, first of all, we have to try to be patient. Patience is usually the key to success. It's actually the key to true success. We have to be patient. We have to be brave. We have to be strong. And I'm not talking about physical strength. I am talking about spiritual and mental strength. In order to succeed, we have to do our best, and then everything should be okay. Actually, I'm not going to lie to you. Since I'm hiding my face under this mask, since I'm hiding my identity, it doesn't mean I'm truly hiding from you. It only means that I will try my best to be as honest as possible with you. Yes, I know, life isn't fair at all. Life is cruel, and this is how most people around you can be. As I said before, I lost my hope in the human race, a long time ago, since I saw how evil, how annoying, how horrible can humans be. I know that life isn't fair or easy, but even if life isn't fair or easy, we still have our own power. We can still change things. We only need to learn how. There are all hard times are an important part of our lives. We will always find an obstacle. There will always be something in our way to success that won't let us uh, advance, that won't let us succeed. But we shouldn't give up. No matter how great is your fall, no matter how big or great is your fall, again, learn how to speak. No matter how sad you feel, you have to be proud of who you are, what you've done. Be proud of yourself and just walk forward. Probably my claws hitting the table. It's produces quite an annoying sound. Sorry about that. I move a lot, I'm sorry. Anyway, no matter how hard times might get, how dark the world may seem, you just have to walk forward. You just have to try your best. And if it seems that your best isn't enough, just do it again, and again, and again, and again. Because what others think about you doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter what the others think of you. It only matters what you think about of you, of yourself. And your opinion about yourself has to be good. Of course, we have to understand when we make mistakes, when we are wrong. Pride isn't really good normally, but in small quantities it can be useful. Greed, pride, selfishness, these aren't necessarily good things unless they are in small quantities, because sometimes we have to be proud, we have to be a bit ignorant. Well, not too ignorant, because I hate when people get too ignorant. You can ignore some things, but some things shouldn't be just forgotten. And you have to be proud, you have to ignore those around you that disagree with you. You have to be proud and walk forward no matter what happens. Life is like a game or a story, and you are the one that writes this story. Write the story of your own life and make it happen. But give it a nice ending, not a sad one. Of course, no matter what happens, the fact that a book we appreciate ends, and by book I mean a person, a life, and that ends, we are always sad. Our ending can never be truly happy, but we have to go forward and live our lives as we want. We have to live our lives and try our best to succeed in whatever we want. I know I'm probably boring and probably no one will watch this video until the end. But if there is the slightest chance that someone may actually be inspired, may actually feel better after watching this video, I will take that chance. Because everyone matters. As I said, I lost faith in humanity a long time ago. But still, I find some humans that bring me back that hope, that actually allow me to be proud of the human race sometimes. A ray of hope. Even if those around you won't understand you, those around you are unfair, then look again. Look somewhere else. If not around you, somewhere else. There are so many humans in this world. We're like rats or bugs. We're like some uh, we're like bugs. We just invaded this world. We took control of it. Anyway, there are so many humans in this world. There has to be someone that can understand you. There has to be someone, at least one person, that can give you hope. Anyway, I'm already, I'm already taking some risks now. Yes. Anyway, sorry for all this blabber. Sorry if I was boring. But I had to discuss this subject. I had to try to give someone at least the smallest amount of hope. If you know someone who struggles with suicidal thoughts, if you know someone that suffers from depression or something like that, and you think this video might help, tell them about it. I only want to help. Maybe I'm not that helpful, maybe I'm not that good, but still I'm trying. And if this may help someone, then I'm happy. I may want to make humans suffer, to bring them never-ending nightmares. I should play the game. I may hate humanity, but still, there still is something that tells me that humanity can get a second chance, or a third chance, or fourth chance, fifth. You understand? You got it. I know. You got it. Anyway, thank you for your attention, my dear guests. I hope I could help someone. And until next time, I'll be watching you.